If you're ready to explore the Hebrew roots of your Christian faith, then grab your Bible and let's get started. Welcome to Reconcile, the kingdom of working towards becoming a harmony of the whole word of truth. My name is Patrice Robinson, and I appreciate you stopping by here on today. So a recap from last week, we covered the fourth and the fifth day of creation, where we learned more about the sun, the moon, the planets, and also on day 5, the focus was on the animals that he had created, with each day, from the first day all the way to the fifth day, that it began at evening and it ended at morning, which is a day. I hope you have your Bibles in front of you and that you're ready for us. So we're going straight to Genesis chapter 1 verses 24 through chapter 2 of verse 3. Jump right on in, and here we go. And Elohim said, "Let the earth bring forth a living creature after his kind, cattle and creepy thing, and the beasts of the earth after his kind." And it was so. And Elohim made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after his kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And Elohim saw that it was good. And Elohim said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creepy thing that creepeth upon earth." So Elohim created man in his own image. In the image of Elohim created he him, male and female created he them. And Elohim blessed them. And Elohim said unto them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish, over the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth." And Elohim said, "Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is fruit of the tree yielding seed, to you shall be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, to every fowl of the air, to everything that creepeth on the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat." And it was so. And Elohim saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the sixth day. Thus the heavens and the earth was finished, and all the hosts of them. And on the seventh day Elohim ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day from all his work which he had made. And Elohim blessed the seventh day and sanctified it, because that in it he had rested from all his work which Elohim created and made. Now there's a lot to cover in 6, so we're just going to try to do our very best without having hours of video. So from verse 24 to 25, do you see that he created the tigers, the lions, the bears, the buffaloes, wolves, and other wild beasts? If not, then when were they created? What about the dinosaurs? At least what we call them today. When were they created? Well, all the beasts, all the cattle, all the wild animals. If you actually look up cattle, and it actually would give you a definition of livestock, a wild beast, and beast. All were created on day 6. Every beast, whether they were cows, bears, meaning the wild beasts, were all created in day 6 and day 6 only. We were taught that the dinosaurs lived millions of years ago before man. The main reason we allow people to teach us is because we can't find the word dinosaurs or find out that he created dinosaurs, because that you don't have that name dinosaur. And then they were created millions of years when the earth was only being around for 6,000 years. We will get that to one day. However, the word, the title called dinosaurs didn't come around to 1841, and that was by Sir Richard Owens. There's a long story about that, so do your research on that. So before they were called dinosaurs of our time, they were beasts. They were created on the 6th day. So we're going to look at some scriptures with these beasts. Remember, Adam named all the animals. So he didn't name the dinosaurs. He gave them names. So we're going to first look at Job chapter 40, verse 15 through 19. "Behold, behemoth which I made as as well as you. He eats grass like an ox. Behold, his strength in his wrist, and his power in his muscles of his belly. He hangs his tail like a cedar. The tendons of his thighs are knit together. His bones are tubes of bronze. His limbs are like bars of iron. He is the first of the ways of Elohim. Let his maker bring his sword near. So the behemoth, if you look that up in the Strong's, and I actually used Blue Letter Bible to look these things up. I didn't look in my Strong's book, but when I looked up behemoth, it is the Strong's H929, and it says perhaps an extinct dinosaur. Again, dinosaurs didn't come around to 1841, that title. So the behemoth is a beast that is describing like what we call dinosaurs that was created on the 6th day, that was still around when Job was around. We're going to continue on. Job 41. I'm going to break this down. Instead of going over the entire chapter about this beast, we're going to read 41:1 first. Can you drag out the Leviathan with a fish hook and press down his tongue with a rope? That's verse 1. Verse 18 through 21 says this about the Leviathan. He sneezes, flash forth light, and his eyes are like the eye of dawn. From his mouth go burning torches. Sparks of fire leap forth. From his nostrils smoke goes out as from a boiling pot and burning reeds. His breath sets coals aglow, and a flame goes forth from his mouth. This sounds like to us, when we think about dinosaurs, those dragons, but it's called a Leviathan. So the Leviathan, if you look that up, is H3867, a sea monster, a dragon, a large aquatic animal. So this is an animal that was in the water that spun out fire. And what it says, his nostril smoke goes out. So, I mean, you can go and more in depth looking for the Leviathan in the Bible, because you find it in Isaiah, you find it in Psalms. So they weren't called dinosaurs, they were beasts that Adam identified and gave them names of Leviathan and Behemoth. So yes, they didn't come before millions and millions of years ago. They were created on the 6th day. And then, so I know we were taught the scary dinosaur stories and how dangerous they were and things like that. But the question people will first say, well, if dinosaur was around, what was they eating? If they was around with Adam and Eve and all that, what were they eating? Well, just about everything that the other animals were eating. Just everything that the tigers were eating, everything that the bears were eating, everything that the lions were eating. They were eating, verse 29. And Elohim said, behold, I've given you every herb bearing seed, which is on the face of the earth, and every tree, which is the fruit of the tree, yielding seeds, to you shall it be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, for everything that creep on the earth wherein there is life, I've given every green herb for meat. And it was so. So they were eating plants, herbs, and fruits off the tree, just like every human and every animal. They were not eating meat. So the tigers, the lions, the bears, all of them were eating herb and fruit and things off the tree for meat. Then what happened when the flood came? Shouldn't they have been on the boat, of Noah's boat? How is that possible that that boat would have been able to hold them? Well, let's read Genesis chapter 7, verses 1 through 3. And Yehovah said to Noah, come thou and all thy house in the ark, for thee I have seen righteous before me in this generation. Of every clean beast that thou shalt take to thee for sevens, the male and his female, and of the beasts that are not clean by two, male and his female, of fowls also the air by sevens, the male and female, to keep seed alive upon the face of the earth. So remember, the beast includes livestock and wild beasts. So he had them all, every last one of them, on that boat of the land animals, not the animals of the water. The question is, what age were the animals that Yehovah instructed Noah to receive? How old were they? We don't know if they were young ones or not. In other words, they could have been at the age of weaning from their parents, from their mothers, and coming up on that boat. We don't know how old these beasts were. We don't know what they were, but we do know that this boat was the largest boat on earth, 450 feet by 75 by 45, which is the world's largest boat. And some say this is the size of one football field and a half. So that is quite a size to be able to put of all the animals of the land on that boat. So now they wasn't attacking each other because Noah lived and so did the other animals. So Yehovah was in control. Now we have not only the beasts and the livestock on the sixth day, but we also have humankind on the sixth day. So Elohim created man in his own image. The image Elohim created and he him, male and female created he them. And Elohim blessed them, and Elohim said unto them, be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth, subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and every living thing that moveth on the earth. So even if there was dinosaurs, what we call dinosaurs, which are beasts, they had dominion over them. What people is missing is that he created male and female on the sixth day. He gave them dominion. This is where we see that they were equal. They both was able to rule over the fish of the sea, of the air, and every living thing that moveth on the earth. Elohim saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and morning was the sixth day. After his work was done, Yehovah was able to demonstrate what he wants to do on the seventh day. He wanted us to rest and sanctify the day from our regular labor's work. Not only did he rest, but on the seventh day is the only day out of all the days that he blessed, he sanctified, made holy, was the seventh day only. He set that day apart from all the 6 days. He sets the seventh day apart. He made that day different than any other day. So he worked, he did his labor's work 6 days, and on that seventh day, he ceased from his labor's work. All his work was done, and he rested. What other day did he do this for? Is there any other day of the week that you can go back to from Genesis chapter 1 all the way to Genesis 2:3 that you see that he blessed, that he sanctified? Can we identify any other day that he did that? No. So I really hope that you enjoy this biblical content, that you will hit that subscribe button, that you will comment and share this video, and I hope that you are enjoying as we going through the Torah studies. So I will see you on Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. as we continue our journey of what did Yeshua teach, and then I will see you next week at 7 o'clock p.m. for Torah studies. As always, man does not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeds out of the mouth of Yehovah. Have a blessed rest of the week. Thank you.